Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the PokeBeach.com podcast. My name is John. I go by Water Pokemon Master on the website, and I am joined, as always, by my wonderful friend...
Justin Basil of JustinBasil.com.
And today was a new Pokemon Direct, so let's just jump into all of the crazy news this week. They revealed Mega Venusaur EX's special illustration rare, as you can see here, and it is connected to the illustration rares of Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, which was also just revealed. If you put them side by side, they form a connected illustration. Pretty cool.
It's really cool. I'm super excited for this. Venusaur is my favorite of the fully evolved Kanto starters.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm super happy to see such an awesome card. Yeah.
You're wearing green to represent Venusaur. You came prepared.
I have a lot of favorite grass type Pokemon, and somewhat ironically, a lot of them are starter lines. So
I think that's on purpose.
Okay.
They designed the starters to be everybody's favorite.
Make all the grass type starters the best ones, right?
And then we got Mega Gardevoir EX's here, special illustration rare, which has Kirlia, Ralts, and Gardevoir's regular form in the card artwork. This one's absolutely stunning.
It's wild too. It's like extremely detailed, but in a way that's different from what we've seen before.
Yeah, it's drawn by, I don't know this artist, Raita Kazuma?
I think they're new because I just tried to look them up, and I don't think they've done anything before.
Oh. They're still bringing on new artists from their illustration contests, so maybe they're from that. And then here's the Mega Lucario EX, which has Mega Manectric below, Mega Abomasnow. Does it have anything else in there? I can't tell, but we're gonna get we're gonna get some special illustration rare supporter cards. So not all of the Mega Evolutions are gonna get special illustration rares. Something's telling me maybe Abomasnow and Manectric may not get one because they're here in this artwork instead. But I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. And then we also had Mega Kangaskhan EX, a special illustration rare featuring it with its baby out of the pouch, ready to attack.
So you were asking about like other Pokemon that were in that picture. So I don't know if you saw the Mega Latias, but there's also Mega Mawile, Mega Kangaskhan.
Oh, yeah, now I see them. Yeah, there's Mega... Okay, so then maybe that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so then maybe they still will get them. But I think there will probably be 2 Mega Evolutions from each set that don't get a special illustration rare. Because we'll definitely get like the Lily and Wally as special illustration rare cards. Right? That's the supporters in these, right? Yeah.
Lily and Wally are the ones we know about so far.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's what they revealed today during the Pokemon Direct. These Mega Evolution cards, special illustration rares, and the illustration rare of Ivysaur. Now let's get into Mega Evolutions.
To be clear, it was a presents.
Sorry, present, whatever. They're what did I call it?
A Direct.
Oh, Direct. Sorry, Nintendo Direct. Pokemon Presents. Yada yada blah blah blah. Okay, and then now Pokemon has released the images of the Mega Evolution booster box back. And it says that Mega Evolution booster packs will now come with either a basic energy card or code card. So we're going to get one less card in our Mega Evolution booster packs, presumably for all sets going forward. I guess this is to reduce waste so that they don't have to include an energy card and a code card in every single pack. And last week in Pokemon TCG Live, you pointed this out to me this morning, they doubled the amount of digital cards you can get in TCG Live from 5 cards to 10 cards. So they're doubling the amount of virtual cards you get, but having the number of physical code cards you get in the packs. So in total, it seems like you're going to pretty much get the same amount of digital cards while reducing waste and having less of these code cards out there. So I think that's a win-win, right?
I mean, to me, this feels more like a cash grab. I know obviously there is an element to reducing waste, but like if they really wanted to reduce waste, they wouldn't put energy cards in the set sets to begin, or like the base rarity energy cards in the sets to begin with, because so many of those get just thrown away. It's
Well,
for a while they weren't putting them in sets anyway, and then they put them back in. Like,
but it's a way for new players to like get the energy cards though, because I don't think little kids are going out buying the elite trainer boxes. I mean, they can't even get them.
I mean, even if they could, they're throwing away the trainers and energy anyway. So what does it matter?
I don't know. When I was little, I loved collecting the energy cards. I loved having them and then like using them in my decks against my brothers or whatever. And
you were an exception, man, because like every person that's coming in to play the TCG, they're like, oh, I want to get started on the TCG, and they open up their collection, and it's all like random basics, no trainers, no energy.
Yeah, I do remember when I was little, when I would pull like Pokemon Trader or Item Finder from base set, I was like, I was like, I don't like pulling those trainer cards. You know, I want to get the cool Pokemon. But yeah, I mean, and you know, TCG Live isn't that popular in the first place. So I would imagine like 95% of people opening the packs don't even care about the code cards. So
a lot of them get thrown out. A lot of them get resold. And it's frustrating. The problem with TCG Live right now is that nobody wants to play it because it sucks, but they don't want to put any effort into it because nobody's playing it. Yeah. So it's defeating itself. They need to fix a lot of critical bugs. Black Bolt and White Fair went live last week, and they had to ban like 3 cards within 5 hours because they completely broke the game. Like Prism Energy, for example. A card that has already existed in the game and was an expanded legal card, or at least in the real life game. When you added the new Prism Energy to your decks in the game, instead of existing in your deck, when it loaded your deck into the actual game space, you had a 56 card deck. They just didn't include the Prism Energies.
TPCI doesn't seem to be very good at managing their programs like this. Like they have a long history of doing pretty bad with this. You know, Japan doesn't.
While that is true, and we were really hoping they were going to do better, I do need to remind everyone that PTCGO was not all roses either. Like PTCGO had horrible game breaking bugs for quite a while. Like Beast Energy Prism Star didn't work for like a year.
Wow. Maybe there just isn't enough demand for competitive play. I don't know.
They're pushing it in a way, but at the same time, like you have all these other players they're trying to find alternatives to do their testing because they can't rely on TCG Live to do testing. Yeah. Because TCG Live is getting things wrong, is broken, doesn't have all the cards. There was a 1,500 person tournament yesterday, and a bunch of the decks that could have done better didn't run the cards they should have or could otherwise have because they don't currently work in the game.
I see. Yeah, I don't know. We've heard complaints about Pokemon TCG Live for quite a while, and they just don't seem to get their act together. So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe they're just doing what their budget is obviously not as good as it could be. And that's probably just because the demand for competitive play just isn't there. And I know you're saying it's like a chicken and egg situation where, you know, maybe if they did invest in it, it would bring more players. But I don't know. It's got such a bad reputation now. Like, I don't even know if if they like fixed a whole bunch of stuff, like would people even start to like, do you think like whole hordes of people would start using it all of a sudden? Like, I don't think so. It would
have to be fixed and fixed a lot for a while. Like people would have to notice that it's better. They would have to add like really big things to the game that people have been asking for forever. That's another thing too, is like, when we made the transition, when we did the transition from TCGO to TCG Live, there were a lot of features that were just straight up missing when we transitioned. We no longer have full access to Expanded at all. Like everybody's like, "Oh, Expanded's in the game." No, it's not. The half-assed version of Expanded that's in there is not Expanded. They're missing 2 entire generations of cards from the game. So Expanded is not actually in TCG Live.
Well, then again,
alternate game modes. There were alternate game modes in TCGO that weren't there. There were in-app tournaments that were in TCGO. These are all things that people. There were AI battles that you could do to earn packs and to like go through like learn the decks better. None of that exists in TCG Live.
I can imagine that they had like a meeting and their executives or whoever's in charge of this was like, well, competitive play is already such a small portion of fans out there. Like, do we really want to invest money into including the expanded cards and doing all the programming for that? Like, I would imagine that was their mindset. Obviously, we lost, like you said, features going from one program to the other, but they had to recreate, they had to make the program from the ground up, basically. So I think that was probably like a cost decision for them to do that, because like expanded has such like it has no support. And I know you've said before,
if they're not going to support it, don't call it expanded.
Right. Yeah. I know you've said before that expanded, if they would support it at tournaments, it would be more popular. And maybe that's why it's gone
100%.
by the wayside. But I don't know. I would imagine that they're just trying to get the newest cards working in that program, and expanded is just like a complete.
Well, they're totally not even succeeding at that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so, that's what I'm saying. So don't expect.
Here's the thing. From what I'm seeing, genuinely, it looks like they have maybe one project lead who's probably over other stuff too, and maybe like one or two developers doing all of this.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
That's what it feels like.
I don't know. But and then just a side note, when we had the Pokemon Presents this morning, the advertisement for Mega Evolutions still said that you get a basic energy and code card in the packs, but presumably that was just a copy and paste error. So
yeah.
But the booster box actually says one basic or TCG Live code card, so I would go more off the booster box then.
Yeah, I'm more inclined to believe the booster box too.
Yeah, the rest of Pokemon never seems to like really be just like with the language of things they put out, they don't always seem to know much about the card game, whoever is doing like the marketing or whatever. Like there's just always like mistakes like this. So I would be inclined to believe the booster box over the ad they put out in the presents. We also got the reveal in the presents of Mega Dragonite here, which has features of Dragonair, including the wings that pop out of Dragonair's like antenna thing that you sometimes see in the anime. And then like the jewel thing on Dragonite's tail, although it's a different color than Dragonair's.
Am I the only one that wishes that Mega Dragonite were blue and like Dragonair instead of the ghastly orange that it actually is?
I'm fine with it. I sometimes like when Pokemon change drastically in their evolution line, because there's so many Pokemon that they just look like, especially in Kanto, they just look like just slightly tougher versions of their pre-evolutions. So I kind of like when they do like a misdirection like that, where they, Dragonair goes from blue to orange. But I don't know if I specifically like this design. What do you think of the actual?
Like, if I'm giving it a letter grade, teacher brain right now, I'm giving it like a solid C.
Yeah.
It's okay. It could be much worse, but I don't know, man. I expected a little bit more from Dragonite if we're going to get Mega Dragonite.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Everybody prefers Dragonair over Dragonite design-wise, and like they obviously took design cues from Dragonair, probably at least in part for that reason. But it's not doing it for me.
Yeah, I would have, if it were me, I guess this would be more basic, but I would have just changed its regular wings to like these angelic wings, not like put it on its head. But I don't know. That's probably too obvious. So anyway, so they also revealed that Legends EA will feature alpha Pokemon, just like Legends Arceus did, that'll chase you around. That is actually one of my favorite features of the Arceus game. I love that the Pokemon like chase you and that there's like a real danger. I remember playing Arceus and like screaming sometimes, like when a Hyper Beam was coming at me, or you could hear them like preparing the attack, like you could hear the sound effect and you're like, oh crud, where is it coming from? So I'm really glad they're bringing that back. And then they introduced.
It's good that Legends Arceus was so popular.
Yeah, it just shows
they were able to continue the series.
It just shows when they do something different and don't just do the same formula over and over, that it really works for them. So I like that they're doing that with they're continuing that with the ZA, having the more live battles and then putting the more traditional battles, leaving that to Pokemon Champions so that they can experiment with the games, or at least with the Legends games.
Champions is basically just like what?
A simulator.
showdown. It's
Yeah. I mean,
like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's whatever because we're not into the competitive video game scene. I was when I was in.
I'm not saying it's not cool. It's just like it's not a game.
Yeah,
like it's not its own game. It's a tool.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Battle Revolution was like that too. Like I was into competitive Pokemon video games up until I think Gen 4. Like I played Showdown, and what was the other one that came before it? We've had multiple simulators over the years. And I loved playing Battle Revolution, which of course did not have a story in it. But I just like that they're delegating that to champions now, and that you can also play it on smartphones. So that at least the Legends games can experiment more with the core formula. I don't know if like Gen 10 is going to do that. Like they'll probably still be more traditional battling, but we'll see.
Well, I would I suspect rather that just like Scarlet and Violet did learn some stuff from Legends Arceus, I expect that Gen 10 will also learn some stuff from Legends ZA. Now, are they going to copy paste the new formula over? No, because ZA and Legends series in general is it's kind of its own thing.
Yeah.
But they with the Arceus, like the whole Legends series, they can be a bit more experimental. And people are just going to understand, well, this is not the main series, so I expect it to be different.
Yeah.
And then the things that people really, really love, they'll can incorporate into the main series.
Yeah. And these games are also developed side by side. So Gen 10 is obviously in development right now. So there is sometimes a lag between when they start to put those features into the 100%. So also,
I mean, Gen 10's probably been in development already for
a while.
4 years.
Yeah. Definitely. So we're introduced to a new trainer here named Corbeau. How do you say that? Corbeau? Corban Bleu?
Corbeau? I would say Corbeau.
He's the boss of an organization operating in Lumio City called the Rust Syndicate. So I wonder who the bad guy is going to be in this game.
I have no idea.
Who could it be? I just remember.
Did somebody spritz him down with water and he just started to rust? Is that what's up?
Well, I think the Rust team will probably have like a metal poison motif going on, but it was funny. I remember when the Arceus movie when when it was first being revealed, we were translating like the character biographies, and the bad guy has like this evil red hair and like a frown on his face, and they're like, who could this person be? It's like, gee, I don't know. Pokemon's like has very simplistic character designs. Like they always communicate who, they're going to be bad or whatever. Other trainers introduced include Emma, a detective who asks the player to track down missing Pokemon, locate missing items, and occasionally take part in Pokemon battles. We also have the return of Mabel from X and Y. She was a Team Flare scientist in those games. I think she was the one that gave you like a key at the end, like an elevator key or something. She helps you out at the end, I think. No, I don't think she helped you. But anyway, she's the acting director of the Pokemon Research Lab who analyzes Pokemon habitats and the reason behind their growing populations. In return, players can receive TMs and other rewards for their help. So I guess she turned good. I don't know. And then upon arriving in Lumio City, players will be invited by either Urbane or Tawny to join Team MZ. And those are the two characters that were introduced before. Team MZ is a crew dedicated to keeping Lumio City a peaceful place. TMZ also includes Naveen, an up-and-coming fashion designer partnered with Scraggy, as you can see here. And also includes Lida, an aspiring professional dancer who battles alongside her partner Staryu, as you can see here. And I'm guessing we're going to get Mega Scrafty and Mega Starmie, because usually these sort of key characters, their partner Pokemon, like exhibit the game mechanics. Yeah. So I'm guessing we're going to get Mega Scrafty, Mega Starmie.
I love Starmie, so hopefully they don't bungle Mega Starmie if that does exist after all.
Yeah. I think we've both seen those leaks for those on. It's like it sucks like nowadays when you go on social media, like leaks like that are just like thrown in your face and you don't have a choice not to see them. But Mega Starmie, I hope the leak isn't true,
We'll see.
but we'll see. A strange phenomenon is happening in Lumio City. Some wild Pokemon are mega evolving on their own and going on rampages. So your task will be to investigate that and battle them and get Mega Stones as rewards for defeating them. And then you'll also be able to customize your character's look, hairstyle, look, skin color, clothing. And then your Rotom phone can take photos for you. You just sit on benches and you can snap photos with up to 6 Pokemon, your team. So that's a cool little feature. And ZA will launch on October 16th for the Switch and Switch 2. I think we talked about before, the Switch 2 upgrade costs, I think, what was it, $10 or something? Whereas the Scarlet and Violet Switch 2 thing is free. But won't be the case for ZA, I believe.
I'm just going to get the Switch 2 version from the outset. So.
Mm-hmm. We also got today during the presents, PokePark Kanto, which was previously announced, will be opening in early 2026 in Tokyo's Tama Hills. Ticket sales will go on sale in late 2025. So this is opening within an existing theme park called Yomi Uri Land, which is Tokyo's largest theme park that opened in 1964. PokePark Kanto will be in like a corner of this larger theme park, kind of like what Universal Studios does with the the Mario World or Nintendo World, whatever you call it. Mm-hmm. PokePark Kanto will stretch over 26,000 square meters, and it'll feature over 600 Pokemon out and about. So the park will feature various terrains, including hilly paths, tall grass, tunnels, rocky trails, and more. You'll observe a wide variety of Pokemon from Kanto and other regions as they run, battle, and share berries. So I'm guessing they're going to be like animatronic Pokemon, sort of like the Island of the Giant Pokemon episode. To me,
we'll find out.
These photos, they look like statues, so I guess they're going to move.
They do.
I guess.
They're probably just for marketing. They're probably not actually how they look.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it says they're going to be running and battling and stuff, so I don't know if there'll be maybe TV displays with that and then mixed in with...
They can do weird projecting magic stuff, right?
Well, they did do that so Pokemon has had theme parks before, temporary ones. We've even had promo cards out of those. I remember doing coverage on them way back in the early 2000s, but I can't remember the name of it right now. Maybe it was called PokePark back then. I don't remember. But they did have these projector display things for that. So it'd be cool if we actually get animatronic Pokemon that move around. I think that would be... I mean, is it really that hard to make them? They could just move their heads and stuff and be on tracks or something. Disney does it, so... And then the park will feature Sedge Town. It's kind of a weird name. Sedge Town, a place where Pokemon and trainers from around the world can meet and forge new friendships. In Sedge Town, you will find the Pokemon Trainers Market full of goods, as well as the Pokemon Center, Pokemart, Sedge Gym, a Pokemon Parade, and 2 other attractions. So I guess it'll be... I don't know if this will be like a Pokemon Center as in the video games, or like a Pokemon Center as in what you see in Japan where you can buy plush and things. Obviously, this park will have places to buy merchandise. I mean, very obviously. So it'll be interesting to see what exclusive merchandise they get there, and if they get the normal Pokemon Center merchandise alongside it. So yeah, this will be opening in early 2026, and tickets will be for sale later this year. No pricing has been announced yet. So that'll be a fun thing to do if you're visiting Japan. I'd definitely like to check it out one day.
I think if you're in Japan, it's a mandatory thing, right? I don't think you can go and not go to this.
Yeah,
exactly. If it's open, I should say.
Yeah. All right, and then we also got the new Paradise Resort promo for this year's Worlds, featuring Mousehold, Morpeko, Munchlax, Haunter, Alolan Executor, Psyduck as always, and this is the third one we're getting. The first Paradise Resort debuted in 2023 for Yokohama, and then we got another one in 2024 for Honolulu. So this will be the third one, replacing Champions Festival from 3 years ago or 4 years ago. And as usual, players will get this in their welcome kits, and then the top winners of the event will get stamped versions, and then you can play in side events at Worlds to earn an unstamped version of it as well, as usual. All right, and then we also got news that there's going to be for the first time, we're going to get the annual World's Pikachu promo is going to release at Pokemon Leagues with a special winner stamp in the corner of the artwork, as you can see right here, and then a Play Pokemon watermark in the background. Pokemon Leagues will be hosting World Celebration tournaments between August 11th and 17th. Each league will get 3 of these stamped promos to pass out to the top winners of the top winner of each age division. And then you'll also get the regular version of the card for participating in these league tournaments. And presumably this regular version, which was previously announced, will also be given out at the Pokemon Center online stores during the week of Worlds as like a purchase bonus, and also at GameStop. But that hasn't been confirmed yet. But that's what they did last year. So, I mean, probably the same thing will happen this year.
We'll see.
But this Pikachu will be pretty limited. Like, you'll only get certain leagues who are participating that are hosting these tournaments are going to pass these out, so definitely going to have a low population there relative to other releases, so probably going to be pretty sought after. What else did we get this week? So I think that was it for that was it for today with the Pokemon Presents news. We also got like news of a new like plush puzzle game, and I didn't even bother to post a story about it. I'm so tired of those mobile games. And and we're a card website, and like I will post obviously any story that has to do with the card game, and like I posted the PokePark Kanto thing because obviously trading card game players love going to fans love going to Japan, getting merchandise and stuff. So that's why I posted the PokePark Kanto thing. But I'm getting tired of all these mobile games, so I didn't bother posting about it. And then we also learned we also got the Pokemon Center Worlds reservations opened up yesterday. So the Pokemon Center will be open from Wednesday, August 13th to Sunday, August 17th at the Anaheim Convention Center. You don't need a pass to go in, but you do need a reservation. So there still, I think, are some up. So try to grab those if you're going. This year, for the first time, we're going to have a lottery for some of the most sought after items. It'll be a digital lottery, so you'll be notified by email before the event if you will be eligible to buy these items. They include the Bear Walker Worlds 2025 skateboard, a Worlds 2025 jukebox, which hasn't been revealed, a shiny Gyarados Selects Deluxe figure, which hasn't been revealed, and then a White Flare and Black Bolt Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. So yeah. And
is there actually that much demand for those skateboards that they would have to put them behind
every year when I'm there?
Because those things are so expensive.
Every year, people are clamoring for them. When you walk outside, people are selling them. That's one of the most sought after items. I don't even for me personally, I don't care about the skateboards, but I know there are people who love putting them on their walls. I have a friend who likes putting them on his walls. I don't really usually care for the World's merchandise because I think the artwork is just kind of, I don't know, it just seems so corporate and generic to me. I like the more useful items that you would actually use in real life, like, the picnic bags or the backpacks or even the boogie board. I like more like items that I can actually use. But we also got, I don't know if we talked about this during the last podcast episode, but we also got the reveal of the 3 merchandise lines here that'll be exclusive to this year's Worlds. I think there's some pretty cool items here. So let me know, Justin Basil, I know your real name. Let me know if you want me to pick up anything for you. I will happily do so. Is there anything that you like out of this stuff?
Honestly, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
I'm very like I like very utilitarian stuff,
Yeah.
like a shirt or a playmat or stuff. But like, I have so many playmats. I don't need any more.
Same. I have so much Pokemon crap that I've collected over, since it came out in late 1998 in America, and I've been here every day since then. So I just have so much stuff, and I don't need more stuff. But like last year in Honolulu, I got the I think this is like the soft drink tote bag. It's like a a cooled bag or whatever, like the kind you get from Trader Joe's or whatever. So like I haven't even used the one I got last year, but the picnic bag would be kind of cool to have, and maybe one of the world's hats. Like I'm wearing right now with the Pikachu hat from last year. And I don't like how they always have like the event on the side, like Anaheim 2025 or whatever, because I think it dates it. But like for these,
I mean, that's kind of the point, right?
yeah, it's to celebrate the event. So yeah, I get it. But like on these hats, the logo is pretty small, so it's like I think a little more tasteful. But anyway, so yeah, that's the world's merchandise. Expect if you're not able to get some of this, you're gonna have to pay scalper prices, unfortunately, because people go to Worlds, they get in line 50 times, they buy as many of each item as they can, and they sell it even right outside of the Pokemon centers at Worlds. So it's typically like a bloodbath. So. And the merchandise goes also very quickly too. Although this time it's the more exclusive stuff or the more sought after things they're putting behind the lottery. So I don't know if like these beach bags or things are going to go quickly. I think now that they're like controlling the more sought after items, maybe it'll be a little less frenzied this year. So see what happens. But I will be there doing as much coverage as I can, as usual. All right, so now why don't we get into the card reveals this week from Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia.
There were a few.
Let me open these in tabs. So, all right, so let's start with the Garganackle line from Mega Brave. Is this anything interesting? As he's yawning.
Vaguely.
He's yawning.
I'm not yawning at Garganackle, although maybe I should be. It's vaguely interesting. So it has the Power Stealth ability that says attacks used by your fighting Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. But here's the thing. It's stage 2, which means like it's a lot to get it set up. Maybe, and even this is a big maybe, Mamoswine could maybe make use of this. Mamoswine is not a good deck. I don't think this makes it a good one. I don't see where this is useful. I think this is supposed to be like, hey, this could potentially work with your Mega Lucario EX. Like, I feel like they already gave us the power item card. I don't think we need this too. It seems excessive. It's a lot of dedication to not get enough out of it, in my opinion.
All right, you've heard it here. Justin Basil thinks it's a load of...
With our current card pool. It could change in the future, but with our current card pool, I don't think it's worth playing.
And we got new
Speaking
Kyogre.
of not worth playing...
Sorry. And we got new... Sorry, I'm excited about Kyogre because I love the artwork on it. It's pretty.
Yeah.
But...
It's a great collection card. So we have Riptide, which is an attack we've seen on Feraligatr in the past. 20 times damage. This attack does 20 damage for each water energy in your discard pile. Then shuffle those back into your deck. And we have Swirling Waves, which does 130. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. It's not very good. Like the only deck in Standard right now that could maybe make use of this is Chien-Pao Baxcalibur, and I just don't ever see a time where this is good enough to warrant including in a deck. If you're running like maybe 8 energy in the deck, and at least one of those has to be attached to Kyogre, so you're doing 140? I don't know. Doesn't seem very good.
My first major tournament was the Super Trainer Showdown in like 2000 or 2001, and I had a Neo Genesis Feraligatr deck with Riptide. So it was very nostalgic times for me, and I'm happy to see it on this Kyogre because I love Kyogre. All right, and then now we got the reveal of Mega Camera Up DX, and well, I guess Kangaskhan EX has been revealed now, but These were revealed on a Pokemon Center poster for the set. So Mega Camerupt GX for 1 fire energy, roasting heat. Or sorry, do I even need to read it?
I'll do it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do it. So for a single fire energy, you have roasting heat, 80 plus damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is burned, this attack does 160 more damage. And then for fire triple colorless, you have Volcano Meteor, which has 280 damage. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. I don't hate it. I don't think it's great, but I don't hate it. Roasting heat is really good damage output for a single energy, but you do have to keep in mind that this is a 3-prize Pokemon.
Yeah.
So there is that to keep in mind. But the flip side is you're still doing a decent amount. 240 for a single energy? That's not that bad. Plus, the opponent's Pokemon has to be burned anyway, so that's another plus 20 from burn. I think it's not that bad. You could pair this up with Volcanion. You could pair this up with Volcarona. Either one would work, or maybe a combination of the two. It's not the worst card they've revealed. I think it's maybe playable. Is it BDIF contender? Yeah, probably not. But I do think it might be playable.
And then we also got Mega Kangaskhan EX, which we also saw in English this morning, the special illustration rare. Is this any good?
It's a coin flip card. They have the ability Run Errand. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may use this ability, draw 2 cards. You can't use more than 1 Run Errand ability each turn. And then for triple colorless, rapid fire combo, 200 plus damage. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 50 more damage for each heads. Now, this is a very bulky Pokemon, but its retreat cost is 3. I think if the retreat cost were 2 and worked better with Air Balloon, this would maybe see some play. As it is now, I don't know. 3 is asking a lot. 300 HP is very good, though, and we do have stuff like Bouffalant that can boost the damage. 200 base damage is not horrible. So it's one of those things where, like, maybe there's a time in the future where this sees a decent amount of play, but right out of the gate, I don't know that it does.
So this only leaves Mega Abomasnow EX and Mega Manectric EX to be revealed. So we're getting the full set reveal on Thursday, I think, right?
Yes, it should be Thursday night into Friday morning.
Yeah. So in a couple of days, we'll see all of them.
In a couple of days, I will be completely desperate for sleep and won't be able to get it. Yep.
Because of school?
No, because I'll be up for 4 hours doing all the translations.
Right. Because you're starting school. You're starting teaching again soon.
Yes, next week I'm starting again.
Oh boy, that summer went by quick, didn't it? So we have the reveal of Celebi and Marshadow, 2 mythical Pokemon. These any good?
Two mythical Pokemon that gave uncommon cards to let collectors get their hands on Celebi and Marshadow.
Yeah.
These cards are so sad.
Are they?
They're definitely collector. Like, I love Celebi. I'll probably collect the card just to have it. It's part of a Celebi collection. But as a playable card, it's just not that hot. But it does have the attack time travel. Search your deck for up to 3 in any combination of grass Pokemon and stadium cards. Reveal them and then put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Not horrible, but it would be a lot better if you had free retreat. And then Solar Cutter does 30 damage, and that's for a single grass energy, just like time travel. It's ultimately, it exists. It's a card that exists and has fun art.
I can see them reprinting this in the future as a Cosmos Holo. Maybe they'll have like a mythical collection.
Just to mess with people that collect Celebi. and then Marshadow has a single attack for 2 fighting energy, called Shadow Kick. Does 60 damage. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So this is clearly meant to be some sort of like single prize attacking option to do some weird, disruption kind of thing for Lucario. It's not going to happen. Gusting is too common. Just gust around it. All
right. Well, yeah. Okay, and then we also got a new Lunatone revealed. So Lunatone and Alakazam pre-release promos were revealed from Mega Evolution this week at a toy convention event thing in New York City. So they had the English Mega Evolution products on display, and they revealed 2 of the 4 pre-release promos, being this Lunatone, which we haven't seen, and Alakazam, which we have seen before, but not the promo artwork. So that leaves 2 other cards that will be our promo cards for Mega Evolution Build and Battle boxes. But anyway, so we got this Lunatone here. Any good?
Yes, actually, I think it is. But I just wanted to highlight before we start talking about it, I am very glad that we actually have pre-release unique art. Instead of just recycling like they did with Destined Rivals. That is huge.
But that was just one set. That was like a weird glitch.
It should not have been any set, in my opinion, but okay.
That was just weird.
Lunatone has the ability Lunar Cycle. Once during your turn, if you have Solrock in play, you may discard a basic fighting energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Draw 3 cards. You can't use more than 1 Lunar Cycle ability each turn. This, especially if once we've seen Solrock, which we obviously will in a couple of days, if Solrock is even somewhat okay, this is amazing. Mm-hmm. I think this is just a nice little extra draw to have in the deck for Mega Lucario. +3 is really, really good. And if Solrock is even somewhat okay, I think this is great. As that extra draw is super, super good.
And we've already talked about
Alakazam we've already seen.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Yeah. But new artwork, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that it for the week? I think. Oh, no, not it. Mm-hmm. We also have the McDonald's Japan, for the first time in like a decade, is going to have promo cards again in their Happy Meals. So it'll only be for 3 days from August 9th to 11th. Customers will be able to get this unique Pikachu promo. Well, it's a reprint, but it's got new artwork and a McDonald's stamp. And then you'll also get randomly either Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley, Ralts, or Riolu, which are also reprints, but will have McDonald's stamps on them.
It's cute.
Yeah, maybe we'll get it in English. I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking no, but also like, why not? It's like they could. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't if we're going to have a McDonald's promotion. So, I don't know. We'll see. But we had our last McDonald's promotion at the beginning of this year. That was pretty atypical because usually it's like the end of the year, it's either like it's around fall usually, but this time it was earlier in the year. So I don't know if we're going to get one this fall or if it's going to be early next year again. So to be determined. All right, so I guess that's it for the week. Thank you for joining us. There was quite a bit of news this morning with the Pokemon Presents. Lots to look forward to, the card game and the video games. So, what Pokemon should they say if they got this far?
How about Venusaur?
Venusaur? That's a good one. All right.
Venusaur.
Say Venusaur if you got this far. All right, and again, I will be at Worlds in a couple weeks, so come say hi to me. And we'll see you all next week for the reveal of the Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia main set reveal. And then I think by the time we do the next podcast, it'll be also the Secret Rare cards too. So a lot to look forward to this coming week. All right, we will see you all soon. Have a good summer.